Welcome to the course Asia 353, Introduction to Hindi Film. This week's topic is Shakespeare in Bollywood. I will discuss today picturization of Shakespeare's work in Bollywood. I'll also discuss how the director Vishal Bharadwaj has made Shakespeare's work the mainstream stories in Bollywood and how he adapted Shakespeare's play for Hindi films to reflect the Indian psyche. At the end, I will also take in little more details Vishal Bharadwaj's film Omkara, the adaptation of Othello. Omkara is part of our syllabus. So let's start. The adaptation of Shakespeare's drama for its viewers is not new to the Hindi film industry. In pre-independence India, the director and producer Sohrab Modi produced Khoon Ka Khoon in 1935 based on Hamlet and Saade-Havas in 1936 based on King John. These were the first adaptations of Shakespeare's play in Hindi-Urdu. In 1965, the English language film Shakespeare Wala had India as the backdrop of the story, and Shashi Kapoor played an important role in the film. The story was not directly based on Shakespeare's work, rather it was a story of a drama troupe that performs Shakespeare's play in towns and cities in India. This film can hardly be called Indian, but it did give the Indian audience a little taste of Shakespeare. In the post-independence India, the real taste of Shakespeare's work on the silver screen was given to the Hindi film audience by the director and writer Gulzar in 1982 film Angur. The film was an adaptation of Shakespeare's play The Comedy of Errors. And then came in 2003 Vishal Bharadwaj's Maqbool, Macbeth, the Bollywood style. It was not simply making of Macbeth in Hindi, rather it was a brilliant adaptation to suit the Indian society, the mentality and the Indian psyche. Instead of the political power struggle as in Macbeth, in Maqbool it was a mafia power struggle to control Mumbai. Vishal Bharadwaj skillfully Indianized the main elements of Macbeth. For example, instead of the future-telling witches, Vishal Bharadwaj created two low-level policemen who can read horoscope, interpret good and bad omens and predict the future, a typical representation of the Indian society.
बारिश होगी जून में बारिश होगी शादी में
शादी
क्यों प्रॉब्लम है
लड़की मंगली है बहुत लाशों पे से विदा होकर जाएगी
Vishal Bharadwaj did not compromise on the typical elements of Bollywood masala films, even if he was telling a serious story of Macbeth. The film had songs, dances, love story, fight scenes, all distinctive features of a Bollywood film. Here's a glimpse of Bollywood masala in Maqbool.
प्यार से बोलो ना मेरी जान
मेरी जान
एक और बार
मेरी जान
जान मेरी तुम साथ चलो तो लखनऊ क्या अल्लाह मियाँ के पास भी जाने के लिए तैयार है
Maqbool was greatly praised, and it paved the way to experiment with Shakespeare further. In 2006, Vishal Bharadwaj made Omkara based on Othello and Heather based on Hamlet in 2014. In 2013, the director and producer Sanjay Leela Bhansali produced Goliyon Ki Ras Leela, Ram Leela, a dance of bullets Ram Leela, based on Romeo and Juliet, giving more Shakespeare to Bollywood. Now let's talk about this week's film, Omkara by Vishal Bharadwaj. The usual spoiler alert, please watch the film before proceeding further. Omkara is Vishal Bharadwaj's second film on Shakespeare's plays. Omkara is a brilliant adaptation of Othello. We will discuss it in details, but before I start, I would quickly like to give you the names of the main characters in both Omkara and their counterparts in Othello. Vishal Bharadwaj tried to keep the names of the characters close to the names in Othello. There is at least one common syllable in the names of their counterpart characters. Omkara is Othello, as we know. Dolly Mishra is Desdemona. Langla Tyagi is Iago. Indu is Emilia. Bilo Chaman Bahar is Bianca. And finally, Kesu Firangi is Cassio. The race issues Othello faces in Shakespeare's play is brilliantly adapted into the caste relations in the Indian society. In contrast to the race, the caste in fact does not have a visible marker. Vishal Bharadwaj decided to add another layer to the race issues, rather caste issues, the shade of skin color. Omkara has a darker skin complexion in comparison to others. Othello in Shakespeare is a Moor, a person from North African descent, and he does not feel comfortable among the Venetian royalty. Omkara, on the other hand, is a half-caste, son of a high-caste father and low-caste mother who was a dancing girl, a courtesan. On top of that, he has a darker skin complexion. The race relations as depicted in Othello is fittingly contextualized for the Indian situation with a combination of low caste and dark skin. The preference of fair skin color over the dark in Indian society is smartly exploited to represent race relations of the original play Othello. The ruling class of Venice in Othello is depicted as leader of the ruling party in an Uttar Pradesh province. The warfare of the medieval Europe is replaced by the violent political scene in Uttar Pradesh. By making these adaptations, Vishal Bharadwaj successfully brought the story of Othello in form of Omkara close to the Indian audience. Vishal Bharadwaj has adapted some important symbols of the story to fit the modern times and also the Indian context. The use of mobile phones in place of eavesdropping, as in Othello, is a very intelligent way of making the story more relevant to the modern times. Othello's handkerchief is replaced by a waistband. The waistband in Omkara is shown as an erotic piece of jewelry, a symbol rightly fitting to the story, as the mother of Omkara was a courtesan. And also Bilo Chaman Bahar, the love interest of Kesu Firangi, is a dancing girl, a courtesan. There is one significant change Vishal Bharadwaj made in Omkara. In Othello, Iago, the main villain at the end, kills his wife Emilia and then he is taken prisoner. On the other hand, in Omkara, Langla Tyagi, the counterpart of Iago, is brutally killed by Indu, his wife, with a machete. Why did Vishal Bharadwaj make this change? My take on this is that for the Indian audience, such a heartless and conniving villain like Langla Tyagi getting arrested at the end would be a kind of anticlimax. It will be justice not served correctly. The contrary, that such villain faces the karma in a brutal way, killed by a machete, would certainly be a justice served, the cosmic justice served. While adapting Othello for Bollywood, Vishal Bharadwaj did not compromise a lot with Bollywood masalas, the ingredients the Bollywood films usually have. The film has entertaining songs and dances, the fight scenes, etc. The film does not have a happy ending, and the director had to compensate for the lack of happy ending. And he did it by departing a little bit from the original story of Othello to give the viewers some kind of satisfaction. When the manipulative villain Langda Tyagi was killed, the film goers feel that the justice is served. If not legal, at least the cosmic justice is served. Here I will sign off with the trailer of the films. Please do watch the film if you have not yet, and also do the readings.
ओ साला कल का फिरंगी लौंडा आया और सबके सामने तुम्हारे मुंह से मालपुआ खींच के बकोस गया।
असल में हम दोनों की किस्मत गधे की लिंग से लिखी गई है साड़ी।
सरत घोड़ों पे लगाते हैं कठोर, शेरों पे नहीं।
अरे धम 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 धड़म धड़ैया रे, सबसे बढ़े लड़ैया रे, ओमकारा रे।
Ross International brings you a timeless tale of trust, seduction, and betrayal. Omkara.
कठोर।
हम ओमकारा के बिना जिंदा नहीं रह सकते।
जानवर पाल रखा तूने अंदर।
Featuring Saif Ali Khan, Kareena Kapoor, Ajay Devgan, Bipasha Basu, Vivek Oberoi, Konkana Sen, and Nasiruddin Shah.
और समझ में आता नहीं कि वो डॉली के साथ अकेले घर में क्या कर रहा था।
कसूर है मेरा जो तुझे बाहुबली बना बैठा। यहाँ तक तू बहुत बड़ी लूल है, यहाँ बहुत बड़ी चुड़ैल।
मेरे सच और मेरे झूठ में अब कोई फर्क नहीं आएगा।
ओमी अब किसी की नहीं सुनने वाला।
तेरी रगों में हरामजादी की हिस्सा है।
कम से कम हमें पता तो चले कि क्या गुनाह कर बैठे हैं।
ग्रंथों ने कलम को हमारे माथे की बिंदी बना दिया है, तो आपकी क्या गलती होगी?
हम सिर्फ तुम्हारे हैं और तुम्हारे ही रहेंगे। अपने कत्लों की फहरिस्त में हमारा नाम भी जोड़ लेना।
जग जारी गुड़िया मिसरी की पुड़िया, मीठे लगे दो नैना, नैनों में तेरे हम ही बसे थे, हम ही बसे हैं।